Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Disney Does. We are going to be looking at Frozen 2. So let's talk about it. 6 years later and we're getting Frozen 2. I love the premise, except that it kind of goes against Elsa saying, let it go, the past is in the past. The story potential is huge and I'm loving it so much more than the original. However, logically, I can't help but think when Elsa was facing all these troubles in the first movie, why didn't she instinctively go to the lullaby to find answers? Nonetheless, I understand this is all new stuff that has to be put in place for the sequel to happen, so I'm just gonna let it go. So now we venture into the Enchanted Forest, home to the trapped Northuldra tribe, a little past Elsa's castle, as we saw in the movie, but also trapped within is the squadron led by General Matthias from Arendelle. Now, something else that bugged me a little bit was that if these two parties are at war and the squadron is not in their natural habitat, how do they survive for as long as they were trapped with a tribe that's so comfortable in their home environment at odds with them? Now, it seems like I'm attacking this movie, but I actually do really love it. The next point is, I wish the four spirits would communicate a little bit more to the sisters, or just in general. It makes them quite unthinking entities if they can be simply provoked to attack the dam rather than consciously doing it. I also felt Anna was being a bit reckless, especially since she warned Elsa not to be that way when she was getting the Earth Spirit to attack the dam, because that was endangering Arendelle. Maybe I missed something about them having evacuated before? Again, I understand that they have to balance out both sisters saving the day, because it was starting to feel like the movie was just favoring Elsa since she had the powers and, hence was more exciting. Let's move on to some positives. The depiction of the water spirit as a horse, fantastic. I love that battle scene, and it was perfect because the idea that she could ride the horse when she won that battle is such a great physical metaphor. I also loved a lot of the music. Now, this is why I also enjoy listening to the soundtrack, as long as there are no spoilers, before watching the movie, because I feel like I enjoy the song more being already familiar with it, and I'm ready to accept a new context, watching it visually, rather than have to grapple with, understanding the song and the context at the same time. So having said that, I feel like the music in general is really great. I mean, the arrangements have great dramatic flair. Into the Unknown is also a song that, grows on you. It's more complex, it's more layered, it has more depth than, say, Let It Go. Some Things Never Change is also a great song, but some songs didn't quite work for me, like Kristoff's song. I mean, it should exist by itself on YouTube or something. It stuck out the wrong way and it, halted the flow of the story. Musically, it's too different from the other songs to be part of the soundtrack, I feel. It sounded like some power ballad from the 80s, like Peter Cetera's Glory of Love, while looking like the official music video for Bryan Adams' Everything I Do It For You. But don't get me wrong, I'm all for the not taking yourself seriously humor. It just didn't work here. I felt it worked better, like, say, when Elsa cringed at hearing herself sing Let It Go. Now, that was actually funny. I'm all for Anna having a new solo, but the lyrics, I felt, spelt out her circumstance with so much exposition, it didn't feel like I was really hearing her voice. The post-end credit scene is hilarious, in line with the device that really works, where he tells the story to the Northuldra folk. At the end of the movie, we do see Elsa heading back to that island where she heard her mother calling, coupled with the discovered ship and clues that will potentially lead them to find out what happened to their parents. I feel like the ground is set for a possible Frozen 3. Would love to hear about what you thought about Frozen 2, and also if you disagree or agree with what I thought. I'm giving this movie a 7.5 out of 10. Don't forget to leave your comments, give a thumbs up if you like my style of review, subscribe if you haven't to the channel, share it, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.